The fuck? Under the Skin, released in 2013, and is directed by Jonathan Glazer, who's directed such films like Birth and Sexy Beasts. And this film really only stars Scarlett Johansson as being a creepy motherfucker. But this film was recommended to me by Floating Bean. Thank you very much for the recommendation. I had seen this film once before and hadn't gone back to watch it since, but I remember just thinking, what the hell is happening here? This is so fucked up. What's going on? And over the years, I've done a little research on this. I've watched a couple of analyzing videos on this film, so I feel like I have a better grasp of this film now that I've watched it again with that analysis in my head. Based on the 2000 novel from Michael Faber, Under the Skin follows a strange woman ascending from a spaceship and driving around town to pick up unassuming males that feel attracted by her. However, throughout the mission, she begins to feel human emotions and decides to abandon her mission and goes on the run from her superiors. As I watch this movie a second time, I'm thinking to myself, you know, as an actor, I think you search for these type of roles, that it's a lot of just standing and looking and emoting with your face, and you don't have to worry about memorizing any lines. There is almost no dialogue in this movie. Scarlett Johansson drives around several towns in Scotland trying to pick up men and trying to lure them back to her base to decompose them, and I don't know exactly what she's doing, because we get some eerie, strange, creepy-looking imagery. These men come back to this run-down building. Scarlett Johansson's character walks into this ambiguous room that's completely black, and then she starts to disrobe, and the male, of course, follows suit, because if Scarlett Johansson was disrobing in front of me, yes, I would probably do the same thing. But this alien has this type of ability to just suck these male characters into her beauty, to her skin that she has put on. For them to not notice that as they are walking towards her to be with her, that they are sinking into this gooey substance that we don't know what the fuck it's for. Those scenes in this movie are so strange. But the imagery, the cinematography, it's stunning. It's eerily stunning. These shots that are captured almost make you feel like I don't want to watch, but they are so intriguing and so well shot that I feel that I have to. And plus, whenever this alien goes on the hunt for the next male victim to bring back to her ship or to bring back to this black room, probably the creepiest, just terrifying music that I've ever heard in cinema. Yes, you have some great horror themes out there, but what is being played here just sounds like babies shrieking. It's only played from the moment where Scarlett Johansson's character is set, like her sights are set on her next prey, to the point when they're fully submerged into this black liquid goo. So fucking strange. It's a movie that takes a lot of time to understand. Like, you probably will not understand it the first viewing. I didn't. This is a movie that you have to go back and watch again and again and again. Maybe read up a little bit on it too, just to fully understand the cinematography and the concept behind the story, who this character is, and kind of what's going on, because everything is really ambiguous here. Nothing's flat out explained to us as the audience. But from my analysis, I can only determine that she is an alien sent here to Earth that is charged with hunting down different male figures and bringing them back to whatever this room is and harvesting their skin, their organs. I'm not sure what's happening to them, but something very gory and disgusting and violent has happened. It's so strange, but yet so beautiful. And that's kind of the essence of Scarlett Johansson's alienistic character too. She begins by putting on her skin of Scarlett Johansson, of this woman that is laid out in front of her. She's putting on her clothing and just examining her, and she's completely cold. She tries to go out to society, she goes to a mall, she tries to absorb how humans interact with each other, and in order to lure these men back to her home, she has to examine what we as humans portray as beauty in this world. So the clothing, the hairstyles that we determine that are beautiful, the makeup tutorials, contouring, lipstick, blush, all of this stuff, all that needs to be applied in order for you to be considered that, yes, you are a beautiful specimen. And at first she's not connecting to this, but then she starts seeing human interactions and human feelings and human behavior. And I think that she starts feeling the emotions that humans feel and starts letting herself be more adapted to the human culture. But her superiors, like Mr. Motorcycle Man, they don't like that at all. They need her to keep hunting and harvesting for some reason. Why? I don't know. I really want to know, though. You never find out, unfortunately. But to see the change from the coldness that she portrayed at the beginning of the movie to when we're getting towards the end and she's seeing this man that she really likes and blending into that culture and starting to let herself feel. I love this character arc because she doesn't fully immerse herself, because if you're an alien and you're trying to learn about humanistic behavior and our emotions and how we portray them, well, you'll find out that yes, there are good people in this world, but there are also some shitbags here too. And that's what we get in the climax of this movie when we get to the lumberjack or the road worker, whoever he was. But this movie is 100% fascinating. It made me feel like I was watching 2001: A Space Odyssey again. The pacing is so slow, but yet it keeps your interest with the brilliant music and the slight little subtle hints of the story and the characters' aspects that we're getting. It keeps you intrigued throughout. And this movie is a hard R, so if you have children, I would recommend that you do not watch this when they are present. There's a lot of skin with this movie because of the title. But I commend the director for not shying away from it, because it exploits not only Scarlett Johansson's body, but also these male figures. We see everything here. And typically when we see female nudity in a film directed by a male staff, it's typically done in an exploitative kind of way. Not so here, which I commend them for. This is not done in a sensual, sexy way. It's actually very eerie. There is nothing sexy about her disrobing at all, even though it's Scarlett Johansson and she's gorgeous. I just personally love when filmmakers don't shy away from all nudity. So not just the females getting undressed, but also the males getting completely undressed, and we see everything. As in the end, Under the Skin is creepy, it's unsettling, it's thrilling, but yet you can't take your eyes off the screen because you are so entranced with her as a character and just this story, just trying to figure out what's going on, why is she doing this, and how her character is going to progress throughout this story. I feel like this review is very ambiguous, but that's what this film is. It's ambiguous. There's almost no dialogue, and really you have no idea what's going on. You're just interested to see what's happening next. And it's one of those movies that you can have several different interpretations as to what's going on, what these characters mean, what their actions mean. I'm definitely going to recommend this movie to anyone that really wants, one that you have to sink your brain into. I'm going to give Under the Skin 4.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I think I see blue. He looks glorious.
Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part in my videos where I randomly select which movie I'm going to be watching next, so let's take a look. Sweet! I picked this movie up a couple of months ago, and I've been meaning to watch it, so this is awesome! Europa Report. Europa? I think it's Europa Report. That's gonna be tough next time. But I picked this movie up because I was listening to the Top 10 Movie Ranking podcast from Matt Nost and John Roca, and I think this list was space disasters, and he brought this one up. I'd never heard about this one. John Roca didn't hear about it at all either, and apparently these settlers, these space astronauts, are going to one of the moons of Jupiter called Europa, because they found signs of life on it. But it's a space movie, so of course, things go wrong. And I had to special order that DVD. I couldn't find it anywhere, so I'm definitely excited to check it out. Thank you very much, Floating Bean, for the recommendation of Under the Skin. If any of you have recommendations of films that you want me to review on here, please leave your comment below this video, or go to my Facebook page, my Instagram, or my Twitter. Leave your recommendation there. And if I have access to it, I will watch, review it, and give you a shout out on the channel. So guys, if you've seen Under the Skin, what did you think about it? What are your different interpretations as to who this character is or what she's doing? Please comment below and let me know. And if you like what you saw here, if you like my take on movies, then hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot with growing this channel. We are actually, as of this recording, very close to hitting 700 subscribers. 700! Which is insane to me. 300 away from 1,000. So if you have friends, if you have family members that love hearing people talk about movies, love on movies, bash on movies, send them over my way. Hit the subscribe button. If any of them have recommendations of films that they want me to watch, please send them my way and I will give them a shout on the channel. It's awesome. Reaches so many people. And if we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, I will record myself watching and review Arachnophobia, which is a movie that terrified me as a child, and I never want to see it again. It's just gonna be fun for you if you do this. So everyone, I will see you next time with my review of Europa Report. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.